Alright, so good morning, good day, whatever, wherever you are. So I'm gonna keep this video real short because no one has the attention span to listen to a 10-minute long video. Okay, so you know the video of Lisa's apology where during a fan call or fan meet or whatever you call it, a fan called her out for cultural appropriation because she used braids in her Money music video or her Money promotions or whatever. Now, I do not get why she had to apologize for that. I don't get it. First of all, I could say that the concept of cultural appropriation, it only exists, it's only perpetrated by people from America. That's it. I only learned about it when I went on Twitter. I went to the American side of Twitter because here in Asia it does not exist because culture is meant to be spread, to be shared by people. And if someone wants to wear something or look like something from another culture, then this person has the freedom to, right? Are you saying that because someone is not black, he or she could not wear braids? By saying that is racist because you're saying basically this person does not look like me, so he or she cannot wear my culture's attire or whatever, or my other hairstyle. See, it does not make sense. If you explain the concept of cultural appropriation to anyone here in Asia, no one will understand. This will not register in their minds as something negative. Nothing, no or single thing. Of course, I've done my research. I've read about how the arguments arising from this, because the black people in America, they get called out during work, they get sent home, they're called unprofessional for wearing braids and blah 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 blah. But I don't get why do you have to call out people who get a pass for wearing those braids who are not black? They're two different things, okay? So the systemic oppression is something else. Why do you have to direct the negative energy or the criticism or your thoughts towards people who get a pass at wearing cultural things or sporting cultural hairstyles instead of targeting the oppressors? It's misdirected energy. Why would you get mad at someone for say a white person wearing braids who does not get called out? Why should you get mad at that person instead of getting mad at the bosses who fire people, who deprive people of their jobs because of their hairstyle? See, it does not make sense. And for example, the prophet, they say, oh, it's cultural appropriation if you use the culture's blah 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 to profit off of it. And I'm have you seen the Chinese fast food chains all over the world? Fortune cookies, they use of chopsticks. Chinese food, Japanese food, Korean food, they use all of that. White people, Americans, build up all these restaurants that profit off other people's culture, but no one really cares, right? No one cares because it's not a big deal. Have you seen Chinese, Japanese, Korean people crying over Panda Express? And see, no one cares because it's not a thing. And before you say that, oh, it's food, it's not the same as braids. Well, last time I checked, cuisine is part of culture. It's as much as a part of culture as braids or hairstyles. Okay, so I even went to Japan and Korea, and the locals there, they made us wear kimonos and hanboks for picture taking purposes or aesthetic purposes. They want people to share their culture. They're not gatekeeping it. And as tourists, they know that we're going to profit of it because we're going to get likes on Facebook, we're going to get clout or whatever for wearing something that's theirs, but they do not care. It's called sharing your culture. Also, the fox eye trend. Okay, I'm Asian and I have Asian eyes, and we Asian people get ridiculed or mocked because of our eye shape. And if a white person decides, oh, I think it looks nice, then are we supposed to get mad at that person, or are we supposed to oh, at least this person appreciates our eye shape, our cultural identity enough to put on makeup or have surgery or whatever to get those Asian slanted eyes? If this person is not directly mocking the culture or saying bad things, and then just let this person be. I don't really get the point of it. Americans will make stuff up to get offended by anything at all. It just doesn't make sense that Lisa has to apologize for wearing braids. She had to apologize for wearing braids because if she didn't, she would get called out by the black community. This behavior is bordering on gatekeeping. If she thinks braids look nice, if she thinks they look cool, which are positive things, then let her wear braids. People assume that anyone who will wear braids will mock the culture or will say bad things or have bad thoughts in their mind. The thing is, you will never know. But if you're gonna assume that to everyone who wears braids, and how are we gonna share a culture? How are we gonna allow people to get hold of your culture? How? how? How else? Is everyone's gonna wear braids gonna do it out of like malice or like malicious expression? You know, braids aren't even unique to African culture. The Greeks braided their hair, the Vikings in Scandinavia braided their hair, South Asians in India braided their hair. So it's not something you own. How can you even own a culture? Okay, that's it. Bye.